March 2001, history was created. March 2018, we reminisced history tonight. The three people, three architects, Sourav Ganguly's book, VVS Lakshman made it memorable for India, and of course, Harbhajan Singh, 32 wickets. Sourav still looks unreal when you guys were talking today, celebrating the book. Firstly, congratulations again. But these two gave us something we'll never forget.
Absolutely, and Rahul as well, who got 180 that game. These people are very close to me. You spend the best time of your life together, and I am sure the same thing is going to be with them, because for us cricket was everything. You don't play forever, but these memories remain and these friendships remain. It's so great to see. I'm so touched that in spite of not being well, VVS is here. Bhaji just one call away and he said, I'll be coming. That's what remains. At the end of the day, the runs are there. They'll be greats forever in Indian cricket. But this is what we will cherish forever.
But is that the memory that you will always say at VVS Lakshman equal to 281? I mean, that's how we will always remember. Maybe 100 years down the line.
I think, 281 was a special innings, and that match itself and that series itself was a special series, and very memorable for all of us involved, not only the Indian team but also for the Australian team, because if you ask them, they say the most competitive series in world cricket for a decade or more would be that series. But having said that, I was fortunate enough that while playing for India, you were in similar situation and we got similar kind of result, whether it be Australia, Adelaide, in Mohali, or in Sri Lanka, or immediately we were in 2004, we were in Pakistan, beating Pakistan for the first time in Pakistan. So there were a lot of memorable series wins which we as cricketers enjoyed together.
Maju, is that the best you've ever bowled? I mean, Sourav says yes, Sachin says yes. I mean, 32 wickets unheard of.
Yeah, I think that was probably the best I have bowled ever in international cricket. And that was one of the series where actually that series gave us a lot of belief that we could win. If we can beat Australia, we can beat any team in the world, and not just in India but overseas as well. And I've been very lucky to play alongside with such great people. They were great cricketers, but such great people. That's what is more important to me. And yes, I'm really happy to be here for today for my skipper, and he'll always be my skipper.
Fabulous. Without embarrassing him, what stood out about his leadership? Why is Sourav Ganguly special as a leader in the echelons of Indian cricket?
He's for two things. Number one, identifying talent, because as a skipper, along with the selectors, I think the captain's role is to identify the players who can go and win the battle for him and for the team he's leading. So he had an amazing eye of picking up talent, and once you pick talent, you also have to repose faith in them and give them enough opportunities and also security that they're not worrying about their places but going out there and expressing themselves. And that's what stood out with Sourav, because since 2001, the way John Wright handled the Indian team actually transformed our mindset. So I think these two things really stood out, and his acumen, his tactical brain was excellent. The understanding of reading the situations, how the opposition batsmen thought, what are the strategies, how his bowlers thought and how to get the best out of the bowlers, and that's something which is so important for a captain. And all these were attributes of Sourav, the captain.
You agree?
Yes, 100% I agree with. Sourav has that Nick, picking the right players, and he always had that belief that these guys can go out there and win the game. And he was always there to give me confidence, and I've seen my other colleagues as well, Zahir Khan, Ashish Nehra. We have all grown together and become a better player under his captaincy. And of course, as I mentioned, that they were not just the great cricketers, but great human beings as well, which actually taught quite a lot in normal life as well.
I don't have much time, so final round of questions and I'll close this. About yourself, you call it a mind book. Is it your mind about picking up players' knack? Is it about your mind about giving youngsters confidence? What stands out when you look back? Objectively, forget about yourself. When you look back as your tenure as captain, what stands out for you? What did you do right?
No, I think it's about identifying them, how good they were, and then allowing them a platform to perform. You can't put so much pressure that it bursts. And you give them that freedom to express themselves with the mindset that they will get a fair deal. That is very important in professional sport when you're under pressure all the time. You cannot worry about the cricket ball and at the same time worry about other things as well. So I took those other worries away and they worried about the cricket ball.
Okay, last set of questions. Saurav Ganguly, VVS Lakshman, Harbhajan Singh. 5 years, India, 2002 England, 2003 Australia, 2004 Pakistan, overseas. That Mickey about overseas. 2007 England. I mean, and 2006 West Indies, 167 to whatever, VVS Lakshman, Harbhajan. Do you think that is the period that defined you guys? And can this current team do that?
Absolutely, they can do that. It defined us as well. And the teams in the future will win. There's no doubt, and Indian cricket is in safe hands and they will go forward. But it's everything as a beginning. The beginning, and it actually sets the trend in any aspect of life. The 1983 World Cup, when India won that, the effect was far-reaching. Not just the players, but also taught us that we can be world champions. So everything has a cascading effect, and it rolled from there. Then they went to New Zealand after that, which they won. Then their performances overseas, then the way they played in the one-day series in South Africa, West Indies in the middle. So there's been some remarkable performances from these boys, and you want Indian cricket to go forward because Indian cricket is the powerhouse of world cricket. A strong India is very, very important for world cricket, and that's important.
VVS, is that the legacy you are proud of overseas, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years? And the same question, can this lot do that?
They've already done that, and I think, that's what we took a lot of pride in, beating the opposition in their own backyard. Because that was something when we started our career was not happening frequently, it was not happening at all. But slowly you started winning test matches and then you started winning test series. Yes, we didn't win in Australia, we didn't win in South Africa, but you started to draw the series there, which you usually went out and lost. But this team, I think it's got the qualities of being number one in all the three formats for a long period of time. Because when you want to win overseas, your batsmen have to score runs, but you have to take 20 wickets to win. And you saw what happened in South Africa. I still feel that even the last leg of overseas tours, even though we lost, we were in situations where if we would have won that particular important situation of that match, we would have won the match and eventually the series. So I think this team under Virat Kohli's leadership has got everything in them to beat in overseas conditions and consistently.
Yeah, of course, I agree with him. All you need to do is just back your ability and just go out there and enjoy the game. And I'm sure we have got enough talent in this team, and they have it in them to beat any team in their backyard. And I'm sure Virat Kohli and gang will do the rest. We have done what we could have done, but it's now Virat Kohli, and of course I'll be there. Maybe sometime, and I'll be maybe part of it to beat South Africa or Australia in Australia or wherever they give me the opportunity.
What I like about Saurav, Harbhajan and VVS is the camaraderie, the passion, the backing of each other. They're great friends, and that's what is about Indian cricket. It is about respect, which these three have for each other, and that's why we call them legends. Today we celebrated Saurav Ganguly. At some point in time we'd celebrate Harbhajan and VVS Lakshman's book. But for the moment, it's Saurav's night. So we leave the three of them for dinner. Thank you for watching.